This segment is all about credit, by far one of the biggest impediments preventing people from getting a mortgage. There's a lot of myths and misinformation out there, so I think what we'll do today is we'll just cross off the top three. Starting with cash. There's a lot of people who pay cash for everything and assume therefore that they must have good credit. That is not the case. If you don't have any credit cards or loans building up a payment history, then you have no credit. The banks actually want you to have a minimum of 2 credit cards with a limit of at least $2,000 each, in place for at least 2 years, and no late payments the last 2 years leading up to your mortgage application. And they want to see a loan of some type, such as a car loan, RSP loan, or student loan possibly, preferably 10 grand or more. Another myth is missed payments. Some people think if they miss a payment this month, they simply pay double next month and it's going to be okay. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Once you've missed a payment, you've missed a payment. It's going to show up as an R2 on your credit bureau, and as I just mentioned, that's enough to prevent you from getting a mortgage. So you've got to make those payments, the minimum payment, on time every month. Another myth is there's a lot of people who max out their credit cards and then pay them off at the end of each month, and they think that that's okay. Unfortunately, it's not okay, and in fact, it's not a good idea at all. I think the problem is that people think that when they make a payment, it shows up instantly on the credit bureau, and that is not the case. Banks report to the bureaus every 30 to 45 days, depending on the institution. So let's just say that you got a brand new credit card on January 1st, and you racked it up over the course of the month, and come February 1st, you paid it off. Well, that payment's not going to show up on the bureau until March 1st at the soonest. And in the interim, you've already racked it back up again. So anytime somebody pulls your credit bureau, it's going to look like you got maxed out credit cards. And you have to understand that there's lines in the sand. There's 50, 75, maxed out, and over the limit. And each one of those lines that you cross hurts your credit more and more. When you cross the 75% line in the sand, that's when it really starts to kill your credit score, which is why the banks will tell you not to go over 50%. But in fact, for good economic health, you really shouldn't go over 20% of the limit on your credit card. So if you owe, say, $1,000 at any given time, you should have a limit of $5,000 or more. My name is Lance Humphreys. If you'd like a copy of my full report on building credit, just add me on Twitter. You can see my handle there. It's @LanceMortgage. And of course, if there's anybody who would need some help with getting a mortgage, I love what I do, so I'd be excited to hear from you.